Hey, Sally. All right, what is going on? It is Linus here, and I hope you're all doing great. First video of 2025. We had a very crazy weather over the Christmas time and New Year's Eve, and yeah, all the dogs I had over the time were super great, and I really enjoyed it. Make my life more happy, and I can train and have fun with them as well, right? Yes, and absolutely amazing that I have now being in a point where people reach out to me and actually book the vacation around my availability, just because they appreciate my service so much, and I absolutely love that. So enough of the praise. I want to get into another video. We have different types of dogs, as you can see right now. Tucker here, he's a little bit of a shy dog. The parents are super affectionate, they never leave him, they all like work from home persons, and the dog is basically having attention all the time. So this is the first time they actually leave the dog with a different person, a different spot, and he's doing great. First day, obviously a little bit of a depression, I would say, but now he's doing great. He's a very timid character, not so much the other two guys, right? So I have another dog here. One is Sally. Sally, come. So Sally, she's a little bit of an older dog already, and you can see she's slower. She does not run too much, but she's such a happy dog, and I absolutely enjoy her. She's one of the most kind, sweethearted souls, honestly, I've ever seen in a dog, and she is the very older sister of Lucky here. This is Lucky. And this is a bulldog with amazing temperament, honestly. It's a little tank, and so Lucky is together with, not Loki, no, with Sally, and she is so patient with her. That's absolutely incredible. Honestly, it's amazing to see. So now we have Lucky, a very as a younger bulldog, excited and reactive to most of the things, but she learns pretty quick. But at the beginning, like, you show her a new dog, and her way to say hi is just running right into the dog and headbutt him, and I don't know I don't know other way to say it, but it's I had to at the beginning introduce them very slow, especially to my little kinder other dog Tucker, which I was just presenting. So the way I was doing it is I let this little bit more timid dog run around freely here in my enclosure. Obviously you can see there is the very well behaved Sally, and she's running around enclosure as well. She said hi. She made them, the Tucker, the little bit timid dog, made them feel a little bit more welcome. So she's not overly excited. She's not running to him right away and just messes up things. And the different thing was that I left everyone alone in the enclosure, running by themselves. But I took Lucky, the bulldog, on a leash. And I grabbed her on the leash and just walked around, and every time she was trying to charge, correct. And at that point she was really getting used to being at the same enclosure with the other dog, but was not really allowed to engage too much. So at that point I was just letting her run around, and then I dropped the leash after a little bit of a time and let Lucky running around on still the leash attached to her collar, but running around in the enclosure, and give Tucker all the space he needs to avoid. And I was just watching Lucky, and then at that point there were a couple of situations where they just passed each other and no one paid attention to each other, and that's the perfect outcome. I don't really want them to play around at that point. I just want to both them acknowledge the one dog needs to know that there is no danger here, and the other dog just did not pay too much attention to the little bit smaller, a little bit more timid dog. So this is where the way I introduced this pack this time, and I have other dogs as well here at the same time. And these are two, which I say Chihuahua mix, and they are not playing with us right now because, I mean, I'm not a magician. These two dogs, which I have, I can bring them in here, but just the potential for injury for the smaller dogs is, in my opinion, too high right now, because we have larger dogs, like Loki is like 90 pounds, Sally is about 80 pounds. I'm pretty sure Lucky is not less than 60 pounds, to be honest. And the other two dogs is like they're light as a feather. So if one dog would be like a little bit playful and run over the other dog, that would be a cause of an injury. I'm not afraid that they're gonna attack each other. It's just the size difference. It does matter in a dog. It does matter, especially if they start playing around and be super excited. So I don't bring all the dogs in the same time just to prove a point that I can get them all together. No, I also separate them just because of physics, basically. You cannot really have, I would say, like Bulldog at that point, or like Charlie, my other Bulldog, for example, is 90 pounds as well, and just let them run around and play with a dog which is so small. When they basically fall on them, they could actually really be a potential for damage. And I have the number one priority I have is keeping everyone safe. Everyone safe. I don't really need to train the dog to be a perfect dog after they're here and playing with me. It's really just they need to be here. They need to get they need to be safe. They need to get their shelter. They need to get their training. They need to get their exercise, their food, and their love, and their affection. That's what I want to provide. But number one is safety, always. So in this case, if I have a group of smaller dogs, for example, I could bring Tucker here. I couldn't bring Tucker with the other two smaller dogs because size-wise they're a little bit more equal, but energy-wise also, I would say also almost the same. But now, if you can see like a Bulldog, Lucky is like, she's absolutely fearless. She's playing with Loki like she would be in charge, to be honest. And like I say, there's a big risk here. So number one deal is keep them all safe. Make sure they all have what they need. And every dog needs a little bit of more extra attention or some different things. And that's it basically. You can bring all kinds of dogs together, but you need to make sure that they have the right physical size. That's why a lot of times you see a dog box separated in two parts for small dogs and large dogs. If you have a dog like, for example, here, our guy Tucker, he's a mid-size, I would say. He can play in the small dog park, he can play in the large dog park. And it's not an issue at all. But if you have someone like Loki, or some dogs who are really have I would say, a big character in a small form, yeah, bring them in a big dog park. That's no problem at all. Yeah, so I hope you learned a little bit out of my video here, and I hope you enjoyed seeing my party. And I have so much fun with them because everyone is a little bit different. Everyone has their own size, and Sally is coming now to say goodbye as well. So yeah, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.